Hi, tree lovers. Welcome to this month's newest incarnation and version of how we are going to be running You, Me, and the Trees. I'm really continue trying to look for more ways to have you engaged and have this information come out to you. So what we're going to do today is, as you can see, I'm sitting with one of my trees in my yard, and this is, I think it's officially called, or what I know it as, is a Japanese plum. I've got plums on here, so I'll have quite a few of them coming on soon enough here. But what we're going to do is I'm going to talk just a little bit about what the theme is for this month, and then with this one there's also a companion blog. Most of the tips and things like that are going to be on the blog. I just figure that's an easier way instead of me just relaying information. This part of the meditation is going to be the meditation part more. So you can do this anytime, anywhere that you are. You can do it indoors, outdoors. Again, I just really wanted to do one this time I'm actually sitting underneath the canopy of this tree, and it's stunning. That's why you can see all the sun shining through. So again, for those of you that don't know me, I am Colleen Fletcher. I've been doing meditations for 45, 46 years, something like that. I kind of forget. I have done You, Me, and the Trees. It started out with a girlfriend, and we've done this for 15, 16, 17 years, something like that. She pops in every once in a while. Again, this started with you, my friend, me, and the trees on her property. And so that's how this meditation has come about. Again, you can be anywhere to do this. What I do really suggest is that you do it and make sure that your feet are resting comfortably on the ground. If you're sitting in a chair, if you're sitting on the floor, then ensure that your posture is as comfortable as possible. If you do it outdoors, make sure that you have layerable clothing with it, because sometimes with meditations you can have your body temperature rise and you want to be able to still be comfortable. Since I'm outside and we're finally getting some warm weather where I am again now, I'm going to need to watch out for the sun. I don't want to get a sunburn. So those are all, subtle things to think about when you're doing your meditations, but very important as well. So that's first and foremost when I talk about breathing into your belly and low back. Expand that area, which is going to help release your hips. It's a very deep connecting type of breath work for yourself, very calming and soothing. Turns into a little bit of a self-massage as well. So anyone with hip issues, just make sure that you take that breath deep down low. Okay, that will really help for you. So this meditation this month is about, it's the way you see yourself. So it's body image, yes, and not just body image, because that can differ for each person. But it's also, body, mind, and spirit positive. So, and being that one of the most common ones, obviously, is the self-esteem for people of how we look, and that's a mindset as well. And there are some subtle things you can do just to help shift it, just to tweak it a little bit to help even more. I know this information is not cookie cutter information either. I don't want it to be a one size fits all. I am going to kind of not generalize, but I need to generalize so I can get my point across a little bit, and to have just examples for you as well. So don't think that I am not speaking to your issue directly. I'm just using it as examples, and I really want this to be as inclusive for everyone as possible. because that's my bigger goal with this. I just need to pinpoint it a little bit so that we can, go through the meditation as well. So again, it is that body, mind, and spirit positive. That's what we're looking at with this. So we'll kind of go through. I'll talk a little bit about the tips, but again, that's going to be far more over into the blog for you. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is, and with this one, I'm going to sit here with you, and this is not being recorded live for this reason. I want to be able to sit with you so that when we go through the meditations, you can pause this if you need to and take more time in your meditation, which is quite often that happens for people. So how I like to do this, we're going to do a first meditation. Mine are always compounding upon each other. So we're going to do a first meditation, and this is one that lets go of the outside world. Right now is the time to leave that, to make sure your phone is turned down, to, have your space. Be under your own canopy of trees. And then with that, you leave the outside world and come to you. Just take a couple deep breaths. So we're going to start that very first meditation right now. And just closing your eyes, taking that breath, being up on top of your sits bones so your spine is straight, engaging deeply with your breath. And I'm going to be here with you for this, okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. Smile to your internal organs. Breathe deep and release. Taking another deep breath into your belly and low back. Then with your exhalation, dropping your shoulders, allowing the tension that is there to release. Continuing to deeply connect with yourself. I'd like you to now open your eyes slowly, moving if you need to, just stretching, allowing your body that freedom of comfort, of releasing any tensions in your body. So, as so many of you know, and for those of you that don't know, I'll mention it briefly, but I've been a massage therapist going on 26 years now. I am also an esthetician. I'm an intuitive energy healer, metaphysician, hypnotherapist, all kinds of things. So with that, I've heard a great deal of the negative talk that people have about themselves. I know, I hear what they say, and it really does come in many, many different forms. So just kind of like the highlights, not the highlights, but the ones that I hear about the most often, and those are the ones we're going to quickly kind of just touch upon. But use this time as I'm talking about it to think about what is the one thing that is at the top of that list that your negative talk, your negative bits. What do you feel? So the ones I hear about the most often are: I'm too fat, I'm too tall, I have too many pimples, or why do I continue to get pimples? My parents didn't like me. I have uneven eyebrows. My skin is rough. It's not smooth to the touch. My brother was better than me at sports. And I have scars from surgeries or injuries. I have sun damage. So these are just some of the big ones that people come in and talk with me about. And, it's unfortunate, but I could go on with a list of how many more there are. And that's why I say this is not cookie cutter information. It is individual for each and every person, because, the same two people could both have acne, but they're going to respond to it differently, and how it makes them feel about themselves. So that's why for me, when I talk about body image, it's not just one aspect with it at all. There are so many different ways. And this is the information that I have far more on the blog, where I give very specific tips on what you can do at home to help with that. By any means, reach out to me as well. I'm always here to help answer your questions. So those are kind of some of the, again, just the first ones, the biggest ones that I hear so often. And for each person, none of that is trivial. Again, what can bother one person won't bother another at all. I don't have a problem with my eyebrows whatsoever, even though they're kind of uneven. And secret little side tip, yeah, I do tend to tint them every once in a while, but I don't have to have them perfectly shaped. But many people do. That your eyebrows are what shapes your face, and it gives it some definite definition. And there's a lot that goes on with eyebrows and how people feel about themselves. So if they're uneven and that bothers you, then that is important to you. And that is what needs to be taken care of for you, so that you feel better about yourself, or feel empowered by yourself. That's the main aspect with it, that you feel empowered. So again, don't worry if someone else doesn't find that a problem. It's what matters to you and what makes you feel good. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is to find your thing, whether it's weight, skin, and all the myriad of things that can happen with skincare. So many. Scarring falls under that category. I'm just going to use the example, and I'm going to pull this into this right now, just to kind of keep it real for you as well. My thing that I grew up with that can be my fallback is I grew up thinking I was stupid, fat, and ugly. So I'm going to use those as an example through this. So, thinking that I'm stupid, well, it's not very helpful with anything that I do. Okay, so with that, and that one is more of that's a mindset type of thing with it, and that can really set up so many other things in life, right? But what we're going to do with that is we're going to take mine as the example of thinking I'm stupid, and we're going to, first of all, really encapsulate all of the negative aspects with that. And what I want you to do is to kind of hold your negativeness, whatever your negativeness is, in your hands. I want it big, and I want you to feel that to the nth degree, your quote issue. Okay, so for me, I'm going to have all of my feelings of the negative, of I am stupid. Ugh, everything that's ugly with that, okay? That's not supportive of me. That's going to go into my hands. So then what we're going to do, we're going to go back into our meditation, and with each exhalation that we do for our meditation this time, we are going to blow that away. And since this is a meditation with the trees, and since I am with trees right now, I am going to blow it into the trees, and I'm going to know that that will shift. Okay? And we'll work on that a bit more. I'll guide you through that a bit later in this. Okay? So the first is getting all the negative, and I want it super dark, super ugly, and all of the uncomfortable bits. I want you to be kind of uncomfortable with this, because that's how we're going to really elicit a true change for you, okay? So we're going to go into the meditation first. So again, close your eyes and put your hands out in front of you. Feel it. It's going to have weight and substance to it here. That's what we want, okay? So I'll guide you through this a little bit. You can watch me, and then you can go and do that yourself. And if you need to, if you have more than one, pause this. Do it as often as you need to, okay? That will be the best. That's what you want to do with this. Get rid of all of the angst, okay? So watch me kind of do it here a bit, and then we'll, however you need to do this for yourself, okay? Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties right now with the sun as well. It's going to overheat my computer if I'm not careful. Okay. What I'd like you to do now is, if you have another issue, negativeness, thing about yourself, then take the time now to shift into that one. If not, then keep working with that same one. Okay, continue to let that go. But again, if you have another one, shift into that one now too, okay? And release that from your body. Allow your body to flow. Allow your body to move as you're releasing these. Go ahead and take a deep breath and slowly open your eyes. And this type of work this can be really uncomfortable to do, so you might feel a little bit agitated now. We brought up those things we don't like about ourselves. And before you move into the good, there tends to be that stage where we're letting go of the bad, and that is uncomfortable. With the body work that I do with clients, with all of the emotional work that I do, there's some really uncomfortable periods that people go through. So know that that's very, very common for you. The idea with it is to let it be uncomfortable, and that's why we're blowing it away. We're letting go of that. So we're doing that, and then we're going to pull in the positive. So that part of the meditation is coming. Don't finish now just because you're uncomfortable. Please, please, please. That would not be the best thing. It's not what I want you to bring, what I want you to get out of this, okay? So again, I've mentioned before with the blog that I have with this, the companion blog to this, you will have the full list of the positive affirmations that I have, and they're written to encompass as much of these. If you want to reword some of them so that they're very specific for you, then please do so. Definitely. Or if you want help with that, get in touch. Okay, let me know. We'll figure something out for you, for sure. But we're going to pull that into this meditation now. And so what you're going to hear with me is, as we're just sitting, releasing, pulling in the positive, I'll go through and read these out. And then I want each time I read them, for you to feel those radiate. Take them into your breath, yes. So that means they're going into your lungs. They're expanding your hips, expanding your low back, but take them into your spinal column. Take them into your shoulders, and allow your shoulders to drop and to release. take them into your fingertips, any place that you feel it. Oftentimes people are, if it's more of that emotional type of negativity we're holding on to, it'll be very locked up in a certain area. So, could be your elbow. So if your elbow gets really, really sore with all of this, just pull these positive affirmations through and allow that to flow through. If it's body image, again, that blog has tips on things like that of ways you can help. But it's also just that feeling we get deep inside where like, no, I'm okay in here. I am. So we can take mine as an example again, thinking I'm stupid. Well, deep inside, there's stuff in me that I know I'm very intelligent on. I've got it. I'm not I'm not a writer very much, but I can express myself very, very well in other ways. And there are so many people I know that would never want to touch a body. They wouldn't want to be touching other people's feet. Well, I'm good at that. So for you, find those little things that you know you're good at and shift it. Focus on the positive. Focus on that good. Okay? So with this next meditation we're going to go through and do quite a bit with it. You will hear me reading these off, and those are what I want you to pull in. Okay? Keep compounding on all of this. By now, with a couple meditations that we've done, it really should be, your body should be a bit more at ease. Okay? So that's where we're going to go with this. And I'm still here with you, okay? And so close your eyes again. Remaining comfortable in your body. Releasing any tensions you still have. Releasing those thought processes of looking down on yourself. Maybe even they're a matter of looking down on other people. We are all equal. Let's pull that positive aspect into you so that you can continue to do good in your world. So, daily I see myself as healthy and dynamic. Daily, I see myself as healthy and dynamic. My body radiates vitality. My body radiates vitality. Every aspect of my thinking, appearance, and actions are filled with loving strength. Every aspect of my thinking, appearance, and actions are filled with loving strength. My body, mind, and spirit knows the true beauty I have within. My body, mind, and spirit knows the true beauty I have within. Now allowing all of these positiveness moving through your body, connecting through your feet, just like the roots of a tree, connecting down deep into the earth, filling you with deep nourishment of the positiveness in your life. I know that none of this stuff is pretty and easy sometimes. I get that. Life isn't that way, and it's not just a simple fix of, ooh, look at what I can do, by shoving positive things into your brain. But I do know this. I don't know many parents. I don't know anyone, actually. I do know that it happens. But I don't know anyone that would raise their kids with saying, God, you're stupid. Why would you do that? Because we all get that baseline that's not the way to raise your kid, really. If you continue to tell them that they're stupid, well, then how are they going to feel? Right? So they're going to pull that into who and what they are. So with that as a baseline for it, we can kind of get that concept of if you speak kindly to kids, they're going to be more kind, right? So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about, of pulling in for yourself. I know it's not simple. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying that it's continual work as well. But I know that you are definitely the wonderful, beautiful kind of people that are just going to, you get that it's not just this, oh, yay, look at me, I'm perfect now type of thing, okay? I know that you are stunningly intelligent people and will totally understand where I'm coming from with this, okay? And if nothing else, just being a little bit kinder about it to yourself will make a difference, okay? So go with that. As I've mentioned before, feel free to contact me as well. I have the blog for it. It's listed over on Colleen-Fletcher.com, and it's under You, Me, and the Trees blog. Okay, so it will be listed there. You can join. There is a Facebook group also, and I have an email list for it, so you can get these directly into your email, which is a great reminder for it. So you can also join that. The Facebook group is fun. Also, there's tons and tons of images. I would so love images of your trees. A lot of people are starting to, we're in the middle of COVID right now, so not a lot of people are traveling, but previous travels, I want your pictures and I want to know where they are so we can all connect with each other and with the trees from around the world. Stunning. I love that. So definitely do that. That's on Facebook. It's a group. It's You, Me, and the Trees. Join that. Any of your other social media, I'm on Instagram as well. It's You, Me, and the Trees, and I have a dot between each one of the words. Okay, so I'm going to sign off here with, love and joys are great ways to shift your consciousness, caring for yourself through grace and a smile, giving a smile to yourself, giving a smile to, as you walk down the street. It can change someone's world, so give yourself a smile. Know that you're amazing. Keep up with your meditations, and I'll see you soon, okay? Much love. Bye.